But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Opa Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. Not in you cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be no bad, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Are defending him. Fulani people are defending him. But you idiots from the south, from the east, you are talking rubbish about your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe that's your one Nigeria, whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe there's something in Suya, maybe in Kilishi, and in that cattle that they give to us to eat. There must be something fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Fundamentally wrong with us as a people. And we must confront it, and confront it we shall. These people lecturing us about no secession, you're destroying the country. You people, you Fulani idiots, you Fulani bigots, you Fulani impostors, you Fulani vagabonds are the same people that welcomed the rehabilitation of terrorists. You granted bandits, killers, murderers, and kidnappers amnesty. I want Obia not to listen. I want Tripas to listen. I want Tripas, this idiot, Sarikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope Sadema to listen very, very carefully. You people are fools because you cannot listen very well. The same people you're fighting for, killing your own people because of them, they are the ones rehabilitating, so they claim, putting the army that we have today. Somebody might come and say, you have given the order that the police and the army should be attacked. All those idiots. Some of you fools who cannot reason, we are not attacking any police. We are attacking the terrorists that they brought into the police and into the army. They are the ones killing our people. We must defend ourselves. You fools cannot reason very well. We are not fighting any standing or legally, properly constituted army or police. These are the same Fulani terrorists, murderers and killers. The same people that went in, in Damatru or wherever it is, killing and slaughtering Christians in droves. You fools that cannot reason. The same Boko Haram that has been killing, the same Fulani terrorists have been killing people. They are the ones now in the army. Did you not see them? Recruit them into the army? You're telling me we shouldn't fight them? These are terrorists in police uniform and army uniform. You're saying we should not fight them? Is that what you're saying? Are you that foolish? Are you that stupid? This same Fulani pontificating about peace and unity and anti-secession or whatever garbage that they are pouring out of their useless, stinking Janjaweed mouths. These same idiots, these same fools are the ones that rehabilitated Boko Haram. So they claim. These fools are the ones that granted amnesty to bandits. Now, let me surprise all of you. Surprise, surprise. Those that are giving amnesty to are Fulani terrorists, Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, Fulani headsmen who are murderers and land-grabbing urchins. These are the people that are giving amnesty to. You people should reason. You zoo animals called Nigerians, reason for once. Ndiara. The hypocrisy in Fulani, their hypocrisy is astonishing. Hypocrites. Fulani, who is responsible for the state of almost anarchy in the zoo, who is responsible for the hopelessness of the security framework of the zoo, Fulani, who is responsible for insecurity, Fulani, who are the bandits, Fulani, who are the terrorists in the zoo, Fulani, which people are going about slaughtering and taking over other people's farmlands. It is you. You people are the problem. Unfortunately, some idiots from the south cannot see it. You wanted to show us that you know how to write grammar, writing rubbish about one Nigeria. You are defending something that is indefensible. Indefensible. Indefensible, you fools. Some smelly rats, some smelly garbage, gutter, alamajiri, gutter. The lowest of the low. If it's one of those of their fools talking, I will even understand. From the gutter. Not contributed one single thing to the advancement of the zoo. Not one single contribution has the Fulani ever made. Tell me one national contribution that the Fulani has ever made to the advancement of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Just name one thing, absolutely nothing. They want power. Power and control of oil and gas. That's all they need. That's all they want. So they can run your lives for you and control your destiny. And you're not ashamed of yourself to claim that you're educated.
Because what I am saying on Abumanyamini, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu Abiyama in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwu Abiyama biko. Since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwu Abiyama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men. Until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say, we must have a part of it. Until then, to be honest with you. This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight, is the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march. 100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to. I am tired of broadcasting. I want to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march. The rest can come later on. I no longer give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much. We must go and meet our enemies even if we have only machete and hoes. It is far more better for us to go and meet them and die with a semblance of dignity than with this very humiliation which we encounter every blessed day. We must assemble as quickly as possible.
And the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from
onye si na agata anya ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na onye ife arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị iwe were iwe gị na ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunie ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra ebe ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro bi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe dịtụ ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememila Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọkọ iguni ụtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụgụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide gị ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Welcome, friends of Biafra, both enemies of Biafra. I welcome all of you this night. I welcome you, fellow Biafrans. As I welcome you, please welcome others. Welcome your friends. Welcome your family members. Welcome all the lovers of freedom that you know. Share our program, share it in all the platforms where you belong. As you share in our program, like it, comment on our live program this night here on IPOB Western Cape Media TV. You are live on IPOB Western Cape Media TV, saying it the way it is. Also, I want you to know that we are live on all our social media platforms. We are live on Facebook page, IPOB Western Cape Media TV, YouTube page, channel, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are also live on X, formerly Twitter, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Anywhere that you prefer to be joining us this evening, we are live everywhere. All you need to do is to type in IPOB Western Cape Media TV and you will see us in any one of your choice. I want you to know that here on this program, we speak nothing but the truth. We are not here to represent any individual. We are here to present Biafra. Therefore, as you are joining us, know you that this is the right place to be. And also, for clarity's sake, this is the only zonal media platform worldwide. when it comes to IPOB. Western Cape Media TV is the only zonal media platform in IPOB worldwide. You cannot find such any other place. This media platform is being hosted and supported by IPOB Western Cape. So as you are joining us, do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to share our program. It is very, very necessary that you share our program. I am still complaining bitterly complaining that people are not sharing our program. We have viewers, but when you check to see how many people that have shared our program, it is not encouraging. I do not know how people will get to join us, new people, without sharing our program. It is only when you share our program that new people will see it and know that we are existing in this part of the world. So please kindly hit the share button, hit the like button, and also, if necessary, also do not forget to comment. These are 3 important things that you must do anytime you join us. I welcome you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, you that is joining us this night. It is very, very necessary that I commend you and welcome you properly. As you already know, this is IPOB Western Cape South Africa Media, aka IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear or favor. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. Because for us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. If you are offended by our resolve, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the Needy People of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, and his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra, and we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. Welcome once again to IPOB Western Cape Media TV, saying it the way it is. Yes, here we have no permanent friends, we have no permanent enemy. As you already know, we speak truth to authority. We are here to do the needful. The reason we are here is to propagate the preaching, to propagate the kingdom of Chukwuka, which is Biafra. We are here to join hands with our leader to restore Biafra because we took oath to restore Biafra. The oath we took the day we joined IPOB is to restore Biafra. The oath we took was to support our leader in every step of the way. Whether he is in jail, whether he is in exile, anywhere he is, the oath we took says we are going to support him until Biafra is restored. And we are keeping it without looking back. We are going towards direction. We are supporting our leader no matter where he is. Our prayer is that our leader will go and come out victoriously. Our leader is going to appear on the 26th of February 2024. He will be coming. His case will be coming up in court, in a high court in Abuja. So I want you to always remember that date. Put it in prayer that Chukwuka Biama, in his infinite mercy, will take action that day. He will take the center stage. Impossibilities will become possible that day. That which no man think could be done will be done that day. And on that day, Chukwuka Biama will seize the opportunity to do what he knows how to do best, which is miracle. So I pray that our leader will go and come out. There was no plans of the enemies against him will prosper, not one, not half of it. Every plans of the enemies will be in vain as long as our leader is concerned. So I want you to always remember 26th, have it as a date. Know that that day is a holy day, and we must always remember to support our leader both spiritually, physically, and otherwise. If you know what you can do for Biafra to come, do it. That is the word of our leader. So whatever you are doing, as long as it is not against Biafra, as long as it is bringing Biafra closer to us, continue doing it. We are not going to force or form an opposition against you. So we ask you to do that which you are doing. Continue to do it. We support you. Have you voted for the self-referendum that is ongoing? If you have not casted your vote, this is the right time to do so. Go and cast your vote for self-referendum. We have cried, we have waited. The time is now for us to show the world that we are serious, we are determined. This is the time to show the world that irrespective of our differences, irrespective of our disagreements, irrespective of whatever that we are having as a conflict, that when it comes to Biafran freedom, we bury all the hatchet. Go and cast your vote if you have not done so. I have casted mine. All my family, we have casted. Go and do the same. We need to prove to the world that we understood what we are doing. Go and vote. That is the only thing that you are asked to do. Whatever you are asked to do, do it. Do not ask questions. Do not say, then after voting, what happened? Don't worry. Just go and vote. That is what is required of you. Go and vote. Cast your vote. Let the numbers keep increasing on a daily basis. Do not forget that all we need is Biafra, and we are ready to accept it, no matter where it is coming from. So, if you have not voted, go and vote. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, before I continue, I bring you greetings, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, from my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Alea, the Western Cape representative. He is the Western Cape representative. He is the man behind our success in this zone. Mazi Innocent Alea is the only bona fide and legitimate Western Cape representative. Every other ones are counterfeit, fake. Do not listen to them. They are all criminals. They are all agent provocateurs. They are here to destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has labored to build. So, know it today, if you have not, that the only person that is leading us here is Mazi Innocent Alea. He is our coordinator, and we recognize him. Also bring you greetings from the Biafrans from the Western Cape Executive. Western Cape Executive, and also bring you greetings from all the coordinators of Western Cape IPOB Zone. I want you to know that here we are together fighting for one goal. We are here, we are not distracted, and we will never be distracted. We focus on restoring Biafra. We are not counting the cost, but we know, because we know that no matter the cost, it will never outweigh the cost of losing or failing to restore Biafra. So I want you to know that men have died. The highest price to pay, as long as we are human beings are concerned, is your life. So men has paid ultimate price for Biafra to be restored. Therefore, we are not going to take anything less. The only thing is, the goal is Biafra. That is the reason why all these men died. It was because of Biafra that we lost over 6 million of our people, not to fix Nigeria. The only reason why our people gave up in 1967 to 1970, the only reason they gave up was because of the gang up of all the evil countries of the world, all the vultures of the world, which America, Britain is part of it. They ganged up against us because they do not want Nigeria to be divided. And what is the reason? You will know tonight. My name is Mazi Onyebuchi. I am the host, and by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator. And I want you to know that I'm a man that I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of anything. You cannot do anything to me. The worst you can do to me is to kill me. And when you kill me, it's a gain to me. So I'm not afraid of that. He who can only kill the flesh. I'm afraid of he who will kill the flesh and also destroy the soul, which is Chukwu Okike Abiyama. So if I fail to do the job of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I'm afraid after my body, what will be the gain if my soul is destroyed? I believe that Biafra is the work of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, and that is the reason I was born. And I will continue to chase, to fight without fear. And if you think I am going anywhere, I am sorry. I am not going anywhere. I am here. We die here. We die here. We stay here. We continue to fight. We all, in fact, that is the last thing. We will be alive to see Biafra. That is the reason I am awake. That is the reason why you are awake. That is the reason why I'm speaking to you the manner I'm speaking to you this evening. It is because of Biafra that you know who I am. Therefore, I will do everything within my strength to see that Biafra is restored. We never work against the interests of Biafra. That is it. So I welcome you properly to this program. By the way, I say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, depend where you are watching me from this night, because this part of the world, it is almost midnight, and we are awake because we must preach the gospel. We must preach the gospel of redemption. The gospel of freedom is the highest gospel you can preach. The highest pastor, the highest prophet, the highest evangelist, the highest imam, the highest, what are they called? Whatever name title they have, is the highest of them all is a freedom fighter. He who preaches freedom. Because it is about freedom. Without freedom, there is no difference between you and those animals in the zoo. The only thing that makes you different is because you are free. And that is why those who are not free continues to fight until they are free. And Biafrans are one of those people. So I thank you for joining me this evening. And like I told you yesterday, that I will be continuing this the program today, because yesterday the internet was so bad. The network was so poor that my program was disrupted. I know, so I decided that I'm going to come live today again. And here I am because we keep to our words. We do not look back. We do not go back from our words. So I'm going to be here speaking to you this night. And the reason why I'm here is because so many things has happened. So many evil is going on. So many ugly demons are coming out. Things are beginning to happen. So many enemies are coming up. New ones. Those you never knew that they were there. They are here. Why are they here? Because they know that if they do not, Biafra will come. But they do one thing they do not forget is that whether they rise up or not, Biafra will come. Whether they rise against us or not, Biafra will come. Do you know why? Because Biafra is not my project. It is a project of Chukwu Okike Abiama. It is a divine project. It is as it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. So therefore, remember that spiritual is what controls the physical. In the spirit, Biafra is existing already. So we are waiting for Biafra to be ushered in here. So who are you, a mortal being? Who are you to think that you are going to stop the emergence of Biafra? Who are you? You can never stop. No matter the name you are called, no matter even if you are called America, Britain, whatever, you cannot stop it. You can't. It is a divine project. Chukwu Abiama is in control. Chukwu Abiama is at the center of this struggle. That is why, no matter the attack, no matter the fight against Biafra struggle, against IPOB and everyone fighting for Biafra, men are willing to pay the price. That is the reason. There is always men that will stand to fight for the restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu Abiama here on earth. If you do not know that in Biafra, Africa dies, and in Biafra shall Africa rise again. Even Africa is waiting for the restoration of Biafra. That is why both local and international demons called countries today are joining forces with the enemies of Biafrans to fight against us. That is why in our land today there are mercenaries fighting against the people of Chukwu Abiama. That is why in our land today, as I'm talking to you, there is ongoing war. There is area bombardment. There is armored tanks in our land. There is armored, what is it called? What is the name of these ones? The other one that is going, I forgot the name of it. No, in fact, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. They have, name it, whatever weapon you can remember, whatever ammunition you can remember, whatever war machine you can remember, all of them are in our land today. And small Biafra are fighting against them just like our fathers did in 1967 to 1970. Our fathers withstood the rest of the world for 3 years, barely empty-handed, without a weapon. They fought the world powers. They fought them. They withstood them. They tried everything to break our fathers. They could not. The only weapon they remembered is hunger. They devised that means to use it against our people. They knew that they couldn't penetrate us. Even with all the weapons, all the ammunitions, they could not withstand, they could not break us. Finally, they brought hunger. That is why we are here again. We are here for the second time. Remember, we have learned from our past experience. This time around, we call on Nigeria to toe the path of peace. We call Nigeria to cease every aggression in our land. We call on Nigeria to stop, to withdraw, and call back their terrorists that they have sent into our land to kill, to bombard us, to destroy our young men, our women, our old-aged women, our children, and everything they are doing today. We called on Nigeria to cease. We are not calling for war. We are only calling for freedom. We asked, shall two work together except they agreed? If we do not agree to work with Nigeria, how are we going to progress working with Nigeria by force? We said, give us time, give us opportunity to determine, because self-determination is our right. We have right to determine, we have right to decide. Allow us to determine, allow us to ask our people if we want to be one with Nigeria, with the rest of Nigerians. We are not asking you to give us that which does not belong to us. We're not asking you to give us your Nigeria. All we are asking you is, before the emergence of white men, before the coming of white men in our land, we were existing. And we want to go back the way we were before the coming of white men, before the creation of the Zoological Republic. That is all we ask. Is that too much to ask? When you were forcing us to belong to you, we did not kill you. Today, we are asking you to give us the opportunity to ask our people questions. If we shall continue, you are killing us. Nigeria should withdraw their terrorists in our land. They should stop killing us. They should stop all the aggressions against us. They should stop everything that they have been doing against us. All we need is freedom. We could be good neighbors. That we are asking for Biafra does not mean that we're not going to be good neighbors with Nigerians. No, we are going to be good neighbors. We are going to do business together. We are going to coexist as good neighbors. We're not going to fight you. We're not going to take your land. We're not going to extend our borders. We are going to remain where Chukwu Kabiyama gave us. But all we are asking for is this: give us the opportunity, the chance to breathe. But today, even America is in our land. America are the ones supplying Nigerians all the military hardwares, all the weapons that they are using today to kill our people. America is not ashamed of herself. America said they are a democratic country. America said they are a country where human rights begins. America is, doing everything to make the world see them as a country where human rights is protected. But in a real sense, America is behind all the atrocities going on around the world. Americans have destroyed countries in Asia. They have destroyed countries in Africa. They have destroyed countries in even in American continent itself. But they will be telling you we are for peace, we are for human rights, we are for this, we are for that. But in actual sense, they are behind every conflict around the world. Yeah. Just like in 1967, 1970, when the war between Nigeria and Biafra was going on, America took side. Even when they said, we are not going to support, we are not going to make any comment on this war, but we want Nigeria to remain as one. What does that tell you? Let me read it. Let me read it to you. Now, I just want to read this line. This is America. This is the American official policy during the war. Their policy, one of their policy is this. They said the American position after Biafra had proclaimed its independence was that Washington would not identify with any particular solution. Did you hear that? They said they are not going to identify with any particular solution. They are not for Nigeria. They are not for Biafra. They are dangling between what? Between the line. But now, after saying this, now listen to their position again. But let me go back. Let me go back again. The American position after Biafra had proclaimed its independence was that Washington would not identify with any particular solution, but preferred, you need to look at their preference, but preferred to see a federal system continued. They preferred that this federal system must continue, that one Nigeria should continue. America told you that we are not going to take any position here, but we preferred. They are saying two things at the same time. We preferred that this Nigeria should continue, but we are not saying that Nigeria should not break. We are not saying that Biafra should not go, but we preferred. What does that tell you? It tells you that already America has taken side. They want Nigeria to continue. Have they changed? Has that policy changed? No. The policy still remains the same. That is why in our land today, you see American military hardware being used against Biafrans in our land. America sold Tucano bomber jet to Nigeria to fight terrorists in the north. There was an agreement which is called Leah Agreement, which they signed with Nigeria, that this jet, Tucano jet, will not be used, should not be used to fight agitators. So America knows that there is agitators in Nigeria. So America knew that Biafra is still agitating since 1967 to today. Biafra has not stopped agitating for their freedom. So America know all these things. But they preferred that Nigeria should continue to exist. America sold that jet, bomber jet, Tucano to Nigeria. And for fighting Boko Haram, according to them, ask America and Nigeria, are Boko Haram now in Biafra land? What is Tucano jet doing in Biafra land? Why are you bombing your own territory? Because you want to stop agitation. You want to stop the people from agitating for their freedom. After Nigeria broke that agreement, America has not said anything about it. In fact, America is willing, America is busy supplying more ammunition, more helicopters to fight in our land. This is it. Breaking. Nigeria buys 12 AHIZ Viper attack helicopters. Orders from US for $1 billion. $1 billion. That is what Nigeria paid to acquire 12 helicopters and other ammunitions from United States of America to fight Biafra, to fight agitators, to fight those who are agitating for their freedom. America is on the ground funding the war against Biafra. The Tucano that America sold to Nigeria and warned that it shouldn't be used in our land is today bombing our territory. America did not do anything about it. And America is busy selling more arms and ammunition to us. I mean, to Nigeria. Do you know why? The reason they are selling more, they keep selling these ammunitions to Nigeria is because they want the war, the conflict to continue. They don't want to provide solution to it because this is the only way they make money. This is the only way America and the Britain and the West make their money, by funding and sponsoring conflict in Africa. Do you know what $1 billion is? Nigeria is bankrupt. You heard it in the news today. That should be for tomorrow. I will visit that one, where the president of the Zoological Republic said today that Nigeria is a poor country, that Nigeria is overestimated, that in actual sense, Nigeria is a poor country. But you can see, tell me how many poor countries will cough out over $1 billion to buy ammunition. How many poor countries will have such money? Do you know what 1 billion is? Do you know? Nigeria at war? What are they doing with all these weapons? If not to fight Biafra, is to subdue the agitators. Now, Nigeria is bankrupt today because of Biafra. The hunger, the starvation, everything you see going on in Nigeria today is because for their effort trying to see if they can stop agitation of Biafra. That was the reason they went to Kenya, breaking all the treaties they signed to kidnap our leader. Do you know how much it cost them? Their aim was to stop the agitation. They believed that when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and kept him in prison, or wherever they kept him today, that Biafran agitation will die a natural death. That was their target. Nigeria went off their ways to carry out that evil in order for them to kill the agitation for Biafra. But you know one thing? They came late. Maybe if it were during 2015, they would have succeeded. But you know why they will not succeed now? Because there are men. Men are ready. The real men are here. In fact, in actual sense, Nigeria is regretting the move. That movement of kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria is regretting it. They have spent whopping billions of dollars in order for them to destroy the agitation for Biafra. Did they suddenly succeed? The answer is no. Let me show you another proof. Now listen, Nigeria spent over 670 million US dollars to stop activities of IPOB in US and UK, not in Biafra land. This was May 27, 2023, just to stop Biafra from being mentioned in United States of America and in the United Kingdom. Nigeria had to spend over 670 million US dollars. This is the cost of trying to stop Biafra. The 900 million, the 1,000 or whatever the US dollars they paid for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap is not included in this 670 million. Do you know what 670 million US dollars will do to Nigeria economy if it is added to it today? But instead of Nigeria to put this money in their economy to better the lives of her citizens, their terrorist government decided to pay this money to those people in the United States of America and in UK to stop the agitation for Biafra. Did they succeed? The answer is no. They did not succeed. They did not succeed because the agitation for Biafra is a project of Chukwu Kabiam. That is the reason they never succeeded. That is the reason they never succeeded, because this is the project of Chukwu Kabiam. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you cannot stop what we are doing, this is what he was talking about. Nigeria is bankrupt today because they want to stop the agitation of Biafra. Take a look at it. 670 million US dollars plus 1 billion US dollars within 1 year. How much is it? The $1 billion they purchased the weapon from America, and this 670 million that they paid just in America and in United Kingdom to stop the activity of Biafra. Add it together. How much is it? This is 1,670 billion US dollars. $1,670 million United US dollars. That is the amount that these people spent just trying to stop the activities of Biafra. Have they succeeded? The answer is no. Will they ever recover those money? The answer is no. Some of those weapons that they sold to Nigeria the other day, today they are in Biafra land, and the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Resistance Army are busy destroying them. Before they will leave our land, for this one they come now, half of those things will be destroyed, and they will be running helter-skelter, looking for another place to go and purchase. But the country people are hungry. Look at it. Look at part of the hunger. Look at it here. Because when we're talking about hunger in the land, people don't understand. People are virtually going hungry. But their government had billions to invest in weapons. They have millions to dash to the white people for them to help them to stop the agitation of Biafra. But their people are dying in hunger. People are eating from gutter. Look at it. Yeah. So welcome back. That is it. Did you see that? This is the level of hunger in the land. This is just in one part of the country. This is what is going on in Nigeria. People are scrambling for a spoon of pap. Just a taste of it. Not for their children, but for themselves. But Nigeria has the money to go and purchase weapons worth $1 billion United States dollars plus 670 million US dollars. They've invested sorry for the break in transmission. So, as I was saying, you can see the level of hunger in the land. But the Nigerian government has money to throw away in order for them to stop the Biafran agitation. They are not doing all these things to stop the terrorists in the Nigerian that is going on in Nigeria today. Do you know that it's a crime for you to carry out a bombardment, military operation to innocent citizens just for a mere asking for freedom? The citizens ask you, do the right thing. You send military, both in the air and on the land, to bombard them, to kill your, and you still want that people to be part of you. People you are sending area bombardment to kill. People you are sending military to go and kill them. You still want them to be part of that country. Do you know the last time President Putin had an interview with that American presenter, he made a revelation. When the man asked him, why did you have to do what you did? Did you listen? Let me play the video. Let me play the interview. And I want you to listen to what Putin said. When you hear what Putin said, then you will know if indeed Biafra, we have any reason to remain one, with the rest of Nigeria. If Nigerian government could send area bombardment in our land to come and bomb IPOB, to come and bomb Biafra agitators, to come and bomb those who are asking for their right, if Nigerian government could send military with all the equipments, all the weapons they purchased from America, if they could send those things into our land to come for the simple reason of trying to quell our agitation, then you that is telling us to remain with Nigeria, it's only Chukwu Okabema that will punish you. Now, listen, said, listen and listen attentively.
Accept the coup, and it was indeed a coup. They created a threat to Crimea, which we had to take under our protection. They launched the war in Donbass in 2014 with the use of aircraft and artillery against civilians. This is when it all started. There's a video of aircraft attacking Donetsk from above. They launched a large-scale military operation, then another one. When they failed, they started to prepare the next one. All this against the background of military development of this territory and opening of NATO's doors. How could we not express?
Did you hear that? Did you hear what Putin said? I'm going to play it again. Listen and listen attentively. For you to understand the impunity of Britain, of America in our land. For you to understand the evil that is being done to us. They have bombed our villages, where our aged women, our aged mothers, our aged fathers, they have bombed our villages, where our innocent children reside. They bombed our villages, where people, innocent civilians, are going about their businesses, where innocent civilians are sleeping in their homes. They throw bombs from air and destroy the community. The reason Russia intervened in Donbass, part of Ukraine, was because of the singular act of using military might against them. For simple reason that they were asking for what is right. Where is diplomacy? Why would you throw bomb to the people that you called your citizens? You only throw bomb to your enemies. You do not throw bomb to those who are asking for what is rightfully theirs. You do not send military to go and start shooting a fellow citizen who is expressing his right. Self-determination is the right of the indigenous people. It is recorded in Nigerian Constitution. Self-determination is right. Now, when you express it, the next thing Nigerian government will do is to send military men and aircraft to come and bomb your community, kill you and intimidate you, but they will turn around and say, you are my fellow countrymen. Who is that person that will kill his fellow countrymen? That is the stage we are. But this is the reason Russia said, no, we have to intervene. In fact, if you continue to listen in this interview, why this guy, Putin was saying, he said it could have been a culpable crime for them to keep quiet, to keep silent, and watch people, Russians in Ukraine, being destroyed. That was the reason they intervened. But today, who is going to intervene for us? Who is going to speak for us? We are speaking for ourselves. We are going to fight for ourselves. And we are going to conquer. Listen again to what Putin said that made him intervene in crisis in Ukraine. Listen again.
Said the coup, and it was indeed a coup. They created a threat to Crimea, which we had to take under our protection. They launched the war in Donbass in 2014 with the use of aircraft and artillery against civilians. This is when it all...
They launched a war in Donbass in 2013 with the use of aircraft and military bombardment in that land. They wanted to intimidate them. That is the people that the Ukraine are fighting to retain today. You ask yourself, why would you fight to retain people that you are willing to finish? People that you are willing to wipe out? Why do you want to fight to retain them? People that you despised, people that you hate their guts, people that you do not want to sit on a round table and have a discussion for them, because before they ask for whatever, before they rebelled, before they ask you to do something for them, there is something that they are asking that you do. You are not willing to do it because you think you have aircraft, you think you have armored tanks, you think you have chain guns, you think you have a military, navy warships, you think you have all the weapons to subdue them. You think they are too small for you to sit down and discuss with them, just like Nigeria is doing today. Nigeria looks at us. Their former dead president said, we are like dots in the circle. So the only thing they will do is to round us up and destroy us. He saw us not as a fellow countryman, not as a useful region, but as a dot. To him, we are nothing. To him, we are just ordinary dots, which can be wiped away, which can be cleaned off. They do not see us as people that to be taken serious with. They do not see us as legitimate countrymen. They do not see our anger as legitimate. They do not see whatever that we are looking upon to do, to be asking for what we're asking as something that is needful. They see it as nothing. They see it as useless as they see us. We know how to deal with them. He even said it. Late Muhammad Buhari said it. The one that was parading himself as Buhari then. He said that just like in 1967, 1970, they that fought that war are still alive. And they know how to speak to us in the language that we understand. Remember the time that Twitter took him off Twitter? That was the statement that made Twitter to take him off. he said, if we are not careful, they will speak to us in the language that we understand. Indeed, they are speaking to us in the language that we understand. But the difference is that this crop of agitators also have languages that they also should understand. They are dying in our land, aren't they? Are they not dying? They are dying. The land of Biafra is taking them. Look at it here.
Said the coup, and it was indeed a coup. They created a threat to Crimea, which we had to take under our protection. They launched the war in Donbass in 2014 with the use of aircraft and artillery against civilians. This is when it all started. There's a video of aircraft attacking Donetsk from above. They launched a large-scale military operation, then another one.
There was a video. We have our own video abound. Putin told you that there was evidence to back up his claims because they captured those aircraft throwing bomb from air, dropping it in Donbass against their fellow citizens. Putin told you that there is evidence. They have it. The video is there. Video cannot lie. We have it in abundance. Video of villages being bombed, houses being wrecked, razed and grounded. We have them on video. Aircraft flying all over our land. We have it on record, on video. Military artilleries being used against the citizens of the countries and somebody we have whose reasons we come and tell you, we are one Nigeria. We are one Nigeria and you are bombing us. We are one Nigeria, you are bombing my village. You are bombing my parents. You are killing my youth. And you say we are one. What makes us one? Where is that one? Tell me. Now, let me show you this. Look at it. This is a weapon. This is a breakage from a weapon. You can look at it very well. You see it, U.S. Army. United States of America is the one supplying Nigeria with the weapons that they are using to kill our people today. Look at it written, U.S. Army. This is the same country we are into. These people said we are one. They will go to America, negotiate with America, buy weapons to use and kill their fellow citizens, their fellow countrymen. America is behind the killing of our people today. Because America knew, Joe Biden knew that they are going to use this weapon against us, against Biafrans that is agitating. We have not kidnapped. We have not done any terrorism. Why are you killing us? For just asking that you give us our rights. You are going to America, America will supply you weapons, you will use it and kill our people just because America wants oil, just because of oil. That is the reason America do not care about the life of these Biafrans. If just oil. What is oil? that will make America to sell their conscience, that will make Joe Biden, in fact, Joe Biden is the worst president America has ever had. Donald Trump put Nigeria on the list of countries that prosecute Christians. Immediately Joe Biden came into power, the first thing that Joe Biden did was to remove Nigeria from that list. To Joe Biden, all the Christians that have been killed, that have been murdered by terrorists in our land, in our country, in our territory, in our zone, in other part of Nigeria, does not matter. What matters to Joe Biden is the oil business that he is doing with Nigeria. He is happy selling weapons to Nigeria. Ask Joe Biden, will you ever bomb any part of America? Will you? Would you bomb any part of America? You will never. You will never bomb. I am sure, I can bet with my life that in no occasion shall Joe Biden ever conceive bombing or using military artilleries or dropping bomb on the American border. It is not possible. Inside America, it is not possible. He can't even use military. He would rather use police. But in Africa, it is normal thing. Joe Biden will sell weapons to Nigeria and ask him to shoot every black monkey you see. Kill them. Kill them. If that finish come, we are going to give you more. Look at it here. This is the evidence that America is the current country funding the war that is killing our people today. America is the one funding it just because of common oil, just because of oil. That is why everybody in Biafra land must die. America wants oil. Britain wants oil. France wants oil. All of them want oil. All the vultures, they want oil. So because of that, everybody should die. You drop bomb on your fellow citizen in your own territory, inside your own border. You drop bomb. Just because people are asking for what is rightfully theirs. Since the kidnap of our leader, has America made any comment on it? The other day, their Secretary of State, Blinken, was in Nigeria. Did he mention Mazinam Dekano? No. Did he mention Biafra? No. They knew. They pretended as if they don't know that there is anything as such. But they will go behind, be supplying Nigeria with weapons to go and fight in Biafra territory, to subdue and quell the agitation, thinking that it is going to be possible, thinking that we are going to go back, thinking that they can subdue us, thinking that they could break us. America, Britain put together with their terrorist Nigerian government can never succeed in every movement, in every act that they decided to take against Biafra, because we are on the right. We are doing the right. The same way American citizens have right to exercise their right is the same way we have right to do the same. You are supplying Nigerian weapons to come and kill Biafrans. That is why today you are in Ukraine, funding Ukraine, and Ukraine is dying. They are dying. You are in America sending your weapons. Everywhere you see conflict, America is there. America is there. They went to Iraq, destroyed Iraq. They went to Libya, destroyed Libya. Only America. They went to Afghanistan, destroyed Afghanistan. Only America. They went to Vietnam. They fought, they ran. Everywhere they go, terror, death. Today they are in Biafra land, sponsoring a proxy war, giving Nigeria the ammunition to come and kill us. But they do not know how prepared we are. Men are determined. Do you know a voluntary army? The highest army you can never wish to fight is voluntary army. That was why they defeated you in. Tell me any war America won before. They go there wrong. They go there wrong. Because they don't go there with their heart. They go there for a purpose, to go and destroy and destabilize that country. You cannot stop the agitation. We are determined to restore our fatherland. It is our right. The same way you have rights in America is the same way we have rights in Biafra land. Terrorists are killing people, destroying families. Kidnappers are everywhere. America does not want to do anything about it. They do not want to supply Nigeria with the intelligence on how to conquer, on how to subdue, on how to wipe out all the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria, because that is where the terrorists are. The terrorists are in the north, not in the south. Any terrorist you see in the south is from the north. And why are they going to the south? Because they have conquered the north. If you want to break the strength, if you really want to fight against terrorism, if you really want to stop terrorism, you know what to do. You know where Sambisa Forest is. That is where they breed all the terrorists you see in the zoo. That is where their training ground are. Why are you not sending your terrorist government, terrorist-sponsored country, Nigeria, to go to Sambisa Forest and fight? That is where the real terrorists are. Real terrorists are in the north. They are in control of some states, of some local governments. They are in control, total control there. Why is America not giving Nigeria the hand, the intelligence to go and rescue those people? Today, every day they keep killing and kidnapping. America is not doing anything about it. Joe Biden is not doing anything about it. But Joe Biden and America will have the right to go and ask Nigeria to go and fight agitators. You are fighting people who are asking for the right thing to be done. We are not killing anybody. We are not fighting anybody. Rather, they are the ones fighting us. They are the ones bringing war into our land, thinking that we are going to run away. We can never run away from our land. We are not going to run away from war. We are children and sons of warriors. Our ancestors gave us those land. They inherited the land for us. We are not going to leave it for you. Our ancestors were freeborn. They understood what freedom is all about. That is why in our history, you can never hear or see or read anywhere that we conquered anybody. Never. We said, Ebe Beru go bere. That is who we are. That is the kind of life we desire to live. It's not a crime for you to ask for what is rightfully yours. Freedom, human right, freedom is my right. America and Nigeria do not have the right to give it to me. Fela said, you cannot dash me my property. Human right is my property. You cannot dash me my property. I'm a freeborn. We are free people. So therefore, you cannot tell me how to be free. Freedom does not have two languages. It's only one. Freedom is freedom. When you are free, you are free. When you're not free, you are not free. When you are free, you are able to say something and do it. You are able to make a decision and carry it out. That is the life of freedom. You are able to say, I want this, I don't want this. That is what makes you free. But when you are denied any of these things, you are not free. It's not a privilege, it's a right. Freedom is my right. Human right is my right. You can't dash them to me. It's non-negotiable. That is why Biafra is non-negotiable. We cannot negotiate Biafra with anybody. Anybody that is telling you, that is talking about restructuring of Nigeria and to 1960 agreement, that person is wasting their time. We cannot identify with people who hate us, people who have the zeal, the audacity to bomb us, throwing bomb from air to us. How can we live with you? How can we coexist with somebody who starved over 3 million of our children to death? How can we? How could we coexist peacefully with somebody or people who sees us as just ordinary dots in a circle? How? How could we live with such people? America, come and tell me. Come and explain to me. Joe Biden, come and explain to me how you can live with someone who looks at you and sees you as a lesser human being. Someone who says that what is yours is not yours. That you need permission before you use what is rightfully yours. You own a car. Someone will tell you, okay, before you drive this car, make sure that you tell me your own. You made the money. You go to the car shop, purchase the car yourself, and drove it home. And your neighbor is telling you, listen, this car you made the money and go and went and purchased. Before you drive it, make sure I am aware. Joe Biden, will you accept it? America, Britain, France, and all the evil countries that call themselves West and what powers, would you accept it? The answer is no. I know the answer. You will never. Because you are a white person. But black people, yes. Hypocrisy. When you see them talking about it, how democratic they are, how they respect and they tolerate human, how they do that, You think that they are sincere. They have ulterior motive. All they wanted to, or they want to do is to disguise as angel of light. Why, in actual sense, they are darkness itself. But in disguise, they are agents of light. If you are not careful, you will trust them. When you trust them, your name is sorry. I just want you, the Biafrans and those viewing me this evening and those who will view me later, to know that the war that is going on in Nigeria today is being funded by America. In Biafra land, I mean. The war that is going on in Biafra land today is being funded by America. It's being supported by America. I read something to you. Their stand in 1967, 1970. They said, we are not going to take position on this war, but we prefer that Nigeria continues to exist. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Which means if they are forced to take a position, they are going to go for Nigeria. They are going to make it straight. But here they pass a code. The code is, we are not supporting Nigeria breakup. That is the code. That was the code. And it still stands up to today. Even though they knew that we are being killed. Even though they knew that we are not wanted in Nigeria. Even though they knew that those that we are supposed to live together hate us with everything in them. But we must continue to live like that because we are animals. We are black monkeys. We are not worthy to enjoy what they are enjoying as white people. That is the meaning of everything you see them doing today. We are not waiting for anybody, any country to come and save us. The reason we have not achieved what we are asking for or what we are looking for is because of us, because of our inability to reason, inability to make a decision and stick by it. We are like weather. Mandela said that any freedom fighter that does not stick on one thing, but goes with everything, anyone that comes, he waves like a wind. That is not a serious freedom fighter. That has always been our problem. That is why they are still surprised that Mazen Kanu is standing. Because they knew that our people does not have that mental capacity to withstand this kind of pressure. That is why they do not understand where Simon Ekpa came from. That is why they do not understand where all these men that are still standing today came from. Because normally, by now, it is over. Nobody will be talking about Biafra. Nobody will be talking, because that has always been the plan. That was the plan with those men that worked with Mazen Kanu, who helped to sell him off to Nigeria. This has always been the plan with them. But unfortunately for them, unfortunately for us, there are hardcore, there are determined men, there are warriors, that the 100 men are gathered. Today, we are here to tell them that no matter the pressure, no matter the delay, no matter the death, no matter the killing, we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. What shall we gain if we do not restore Biafra? What shall be our gain? What shall be our gain if we do not restore Biafra? Oh, we shall be men, miserable men and women, shall be men of misery. The only thing that gives us joy, or that will give us joy, is that we restore Biafra. And that is why we continue to fight for the restoration of Biafra. Everything, if you know what you can do to support the Biafra or to bring Biafra, do it. That is the word of Maznam Dekan. Whatever you know that you can do for Biafra to come, do it. I am doing my quota. Are you doing your quota? You will be joining a live program. You can't even have the heart to share it. I don't know if it is envy. I don't know if it is jealousy. I don't know if it is hatred. I don't know why somebody will join a live program and the host will be saying, share this program, share this program. The person will not share the program. I don't know. I don't know if it is wickedness. I don't know what to tag it. You are more evil and wickedness than America and Britain put together, because your own evil and wickedness is against yourself. Or you think if you share the program, you are sharing it for Maazị Ebuchi? No. The reason why you are asked to share the program is that those who do not know the truth may know the truth. Maybe by your sharing the program, someone who have not heard about Biafra will hear it. Someone in your contacts, someone in your friends list, someone in your WhatsApp group. By me sharing it, the person will hear about Biafra. Or the person, maybe he's hearing about Biafra, but he do not understand the reason he should join Biafra. By sharing it and the person listening to me, he will see the reason to join the Biafran struggle. But you will not do it out of envy, hatred, jealousy, even greedy involved in it. You think sharing it is not paying me any money. So don't think you are sharing it for me to get views. No. If you know what you can do for Biafra to come, do it. Any way you can assist. We are a team. We should be a team working together for one purpose. That is it. That is it. So do not always find it very difficult to share our program. Always hit the like button, hit the share button, then the program will accelerate. That is all you need. Don't need to do much. You may not be here talking. It may not be your call. But there are those who are called to be here talking, but your own call is to share the program so that those who have not heard may hear. That is it. So we are drawing the curtain to a close this night, or this morning. It's morning already here. We are drawing the curtain to a close. But what I want you to know tonight, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, you that is viewing me, both the ones that are viewing me for the first time and our regular viewers, listen to me. Do not be deceived. The only person that can help us is you. If you wait for America to help you, they will never help you. They have never helped you before. That does not mean that we are not going to be continuously calling for their attention. we shall continue to call for the attention of the world, of America, of Britain, of Israel, all these countries that we see as a powerful nation. We must always call the attention to what is going on in Biafra land. We're always going to be calling their attention for them to hear, to continue to hear that we are Biafrans, not Nigerians. That we are not Nigerians yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We can never be Nigerians. We are simple Biafran people. We want freedom. We want referendum. We want any way they want it. If they want UN to supervise it, it is fine. All we need is referendum, just like the way we are doing it right now. Self-referendum, that is what we are doing now. It is not harmful to any soul. So they should look into it. That is all we are doing. But the love for oil will not allow them, because they see Nigeria as a ground, as a breeding ground for criminals. They see Nigeria as a place to make money. They knew, or they suspect, that if Biafra should come, Biafra will not give them the same hand that Nigeria is giving them today. Obviously, if you want to do business with us, we must negotiate it, and it must be win-win for all. You cannot come to our land, take away what we have, and leave us empty. Biafrans will never allow that. So if that is the reason you don't want to support Biafra restoration, let me tell you something. You don't have a say. Biafra must come, whether you support us or not. Chukwu Abiyama has said it, and so shall it be. So I want Biafrans to know that we need you to start funding this struggle. Start supporting this struggle with your money, with your time, with your intellectuals, with everything you have. Put it in this struggle. We need it. We need it. If it is strength you have, we need it. If you know how to fight, we need you. If you know how to shoot gun, we need you. If you know anything you can do for Biafra to come, we need you. There is a space for you. Come. But our people are the ones delaying ourselves, because we don't want to work in one unit. In unity. We want to fight each other. We want to fight for position, fight for for name, irrelevant things that matters less. That is what we are dying for. That is the reason why we have not gotten what we're looking for. Today, terrorists has taken over the land. I'm going to play this video for you for the tonight, and this in my next program. This is the video. We're going to talk about terrorism in the entire Zoological Republic. Remember that in 1 month, 4 Oba in Yoruba land were murdered in cold blood by one group of people, Fulanis. They murdered these 4 Obas in Yoruba land. And Yoruba land because they thought, or they are thinking, that if they do, Biafrans will be vindicated. They think if they do, Biafrans will laugh at them. But already we are laughing at them. They are being killed. How many kings in our land have we heard that was kidnapped? But in your land, they are being kidnapped. Your Obas are being kidnapped and killed. They don't just kidnap them, they kill them, waste them. a whole Oba in Yoruba land. 4 of them, 4 in 1 month, and Yoruba land is quiet. Grave silence everywhere. There is no gain in treachery. If you engage in treacherous acts, you will end up hurting yourself. Yoruba people think that by betraying Biafrans, that they are going to get it better in Nigeria. No, you can't. Makana mmiri na amo ona amonye nwe. Mmiri na amo ona amonye nwe. So when this man was making this statement, everybody in the Zoological Republic saw him as a drunk. Just the way they saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu score as nothing but a word of an angry man. But today, everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said has come to pass. They themselves can testify to this. Everything that this man said here in this video has come to pass. Now listen, because in our next program, this is what we're going to focus our satellite on. I will be reading a lot of newspaper articles. I'll be reading a lot of news to you. Terrorist news for you to see. I'm going to expose how porous Nigeria has become. So, in our next program, I want you to do not miss it. I will alert you when that time is near. It could be tomorrow, it could be next, it could be anytime. But listen to what this man said and tell me if it has not happened.
And the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from...
I thank you for joining me this morning. May Chukwu Okike bless you and keep you. Until I come your way again, fellow Biafrans, from me, from here, it is good morning.